Today we're driving the 2022 BMW M440i X Gran Coupe. This is powered by a turbocharged 3-liter inline-6 that makes 382 horsepower combined with a 48-volt hybrid system. We have an 8-speed automatic transmission, an M Sport differential, adaptive M suspension, M Sport brakes with red calipers, and a host of other features on this M440i. The MSRP for the 6-cylinder is $58,200. With options, this is spec'd up to $67,500. I'll include all the options and specs in the description. This M440i Gran Coupe is rated for 22 miles to the gallon in the city, 29 mpg in the highway, and 25 miles to the gallon combined. Let's walk you around this M440i Gran Coupe, and we'll take it for a drive, see what it's like on the road. I am a big fan of this turbocharged inline-6. It sounds awesome, has great performance. This is kind of a very interesting configuration for a sedan. It has a hatchback, which is pretty useful, pretty practical. Lots of storage space, lots of cargo capacity back here. You can fold down those rear seats, put a whole bunch of things in the back. You have 2 buttons here to lock or close the tailgate. We also get a pretty spacious back seat. Decent amount of headroom back here. I'm 5'10", and I fit pretty well, but someone pushing 6 foot might be a little bit tight with headspace. Otherwise though, pretty attractive looking interior, very typical BMW with all the familiar switchgear. We also have a Harman Kardon sound system. This is just going to be a quick POV first impressions drive on this today. This is the first M440i xDrive Gran Coupe in the United States. Pretty nice spec in this green. And for some reason, I don't know, this grille is, maybe I'm just getting used to it now. It actually looks pretty good on this car. This rear end in this new M440i doesn't look as bulbous as they used to. Definitely looks more sedan-like. We have a nice reverse and 360 camera, a few different drive modes, Eco Pro, Comfort, Sport, and Adaptive. We'll start it on Sport because, I don't know, this engine just sounds really good, and I want to hear that as much as I can. We've got wireless charging, wireless Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto in this BMW. Pretty large sunroof, very comfortable seats with a lot of adjustability. All right, let's take this on the road. Some subtle pops and burbles from the exhaust there. I love the way this powertrain feels. It's so smooth, paired with this 8-speed ZF automatic. It's perfectly tuned. You can use the paddles or just leave it in automatic mode. It seems to do everything you want. Pretty nice handling from this M440i. Front end feels nice and sharp. As an alternative to an SUV, this definitely feels like a much more buttoned down and athletic sports sedan. Let's see how it does here with the 0 to 60. From the exhaust are pretty cool. Nice. It doesn't beat you up, it's still very smooth. The shifts from this 8-speed are really impressive. Quick, but they don't give you too much harshness between gears. Comfort mode, everything kind of calms down a little bit. Put it back into drive. I love the variability and the range of performance in some of these more sporty M cars. This 3-liter inline-6 is just a phenomenal engine. It sounds fantastic. Its mild hybrid system gives it a nice amount of torque fill. And in city environments, it gives it a pretty seamless stop-start system. Let's put us into sport. We also have a sport mode for the transmission. You just push the gear selector over to the left. See how it does with a launch controlled start. Pretty quick, pretty fun. Ride quality's nice, super well composed over these bumps. See how it does over these railroad tracks. Suspension is definitely firm, but it's not punishing. The body motion is really well controlled because of the nice long wheelbase, but at the same time, you get excellent handling. This is a pretty nice all-rounder. If you wanted a daily driver that isn't an SUV, in principle, I always thought these Gran Coupes were a weird vehicle. Just the nomenclature is strange. The fact that this is a 4 Series coupe, but they've made it a 4-door, but they've made it a liftback. It's all very strange to me, doesn't make a lot of sense. But if you take it on its own, it's pretty unique and solves a lot of problems that may sway some potential SUV buyers back into a sedan. And for that, I do really appreciate the way this car is designed and packaged. We'll do one more 0 to 60 here. Those bangs from the exhaust between shifts are pretty awesome. Nice. We have a few different cruise control modes. So we can enable the system and choose between assisted driving or distance control. We have a speed limiter, which is very useful. Lane centering seems to be working pretty well on this back road, keeping us nice and centered. It's sensing my hands on the wheel, which is very nice. Doesn't seem to be prompting me too much for intervention. again, just a first impressions drive, quick take here on this M440i. We'll probably get one of these back in for some more time behind the wheel. But on first impressions, a pretty nice package. A lot more spacious and a lot more cargo capacity than the 3 Series, but offers similar driving dynamics and pretty fun behind the wheel. Sounds good, rides well, kind of does all the things. A little bit better than the X3, X4, X5. Doesn't feel as heavy and weighty. This is a pretty nice overall packaged sedan. I like what BMW has done here. This is kind of starting to make more sense to me after spending a little bit of time behind the wheel of this. Taste of the exhaust here. It sounds pretty good. Even if this does have a little bit of piped in noise, it still sounds authentic to an inline 6. Okay, BMW, I think I get the Gran Coupe concept, or the Gran Coupe concept, however you want to say it. Hopefully we'll get some more time in one of these, and maybe on winter tires this winter. We'll slide it around a little bit on some snowy roads. That'd be pretty awesome. Until then, we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.